Let me know when we're rolling.
We're rolling.
I'm the pioneer. My world is not shaped like a ball. It's shaped oval, like an egg.
Let's go. Hello and welcome back to Eating with Robert. Today we are on Oak Tree Road. We're gonna go have some Indian food. You know, haven't done any Indian food on the show so far. And I thought to myself, always, since I've been doing this show, that dude is just driving a Porsche eating a banana. Big vibes. I've always thought since I started doing the show that I would like to do some Indian food, and I always thought, I'm gonna go to Jersey City. But then I reached out to a restaurant called EggMania, and they said, no, you gotta come to Edison, New Jersey.
I would say it is the biggest Indian market, like a stretch of road where they have like bunch of Indian spots, from restaurant to grocery store, from clothing, from jewelry. So it's one of the biggest Indian market in United States. I came up with the name EggMania just because mania means crazy, and pretty much what I do is I do crazy stuff using eggs. Sunday ho ya Monday, roz khao one day. Doesn't matter if it is Sunday or Monday, you can eat eggs every day. 6 grams of protein per egg, remember.
Sunday Hoya Monday, Rozka Ande. Basically, in the 80s, the Indian Association for Eggs and Poultry Farmers embarked on an advertising campaign to get Indians to eat more eggs. And so they hired pop stars, they created this song, and basically it's like the got milk of India.
Omelette bhi khao, boil bhi khao, ya kache hi khao. Sunday ho ya Monday.
I'm an egg guy. Iselin, New Jersey, Oak Tree Road. I'm here. You already know what it is. Let's go. Okay, so we're here at EggMania, and Anup has furnished me with a number of delights. I'm so excited. Everything smells absolutely incredible. Anup said they go through 200,000 eggs a month. That's got to be a record. A lot of things here cooked on top of a tawa, which is basically like an Indian komal. It's a big round kind of griddle. Never been able to see that before, right? Like, people definitely eat a lot of Indian food, but I don't know if a lot of people actually see how it's made. And it was so interesting for me to get back in the kitchen. So thanks so much to Anup for showing me everything back there. First up, we have egg KATORI. And this is basically an Indian version of a deviled egg. Got some cheese on top here. This is amazing. You know what? Normal deviled eggs are pretty good, you know, but they get a little bit, deviled eggs are almost too eggy. And this kind of has a better combination of egg and strong flavor. It's like salty, spicy, super acidic. You got the cheese on there. Cheese is just like comforting. You know, it's just like letting you know everything's okay. This one bite has more flavor than most things you probably eat. Next up we have the boil fry. So it's boiled eggs that are then fried on the tawa with a number of Indian spices. This is so different. These two things are night and day. This is so much more rich. This is really also an incredible texture. This is actually kind of like out of left field, but it reminds me a little bit of a baked clam. Like it has kind of like the salty, beautiful texture. It fills your whole mouth with this sort of like pleasing, savory, deep, just deliciousness. I'm excited. Where should I go next? Sandwich. I didn't see how this is made, but all the sandwiches here are done kind of panini style. They have a layer of bread in the middle, so it's sort of like a panini by way of Big Mac from India.
Or like a club. It's like an egg club.
Fine. It's like a club sandwich. Let's let Kevin host the show. It's like a club sandwich. That's fun. So what I like about this, the first two appetizers I had really highlighted a sauce. This has great texture from raw vegetable. So you kind of get this like crispiness from the panini, and then you also get the vegetable bite from the raw vegetable. This is basically like an egg salad sandwich that you make when you know a little bit more about cooking food. It's like, okay, you had egg salad when you were a kid and that was fine, but now it's like you want to kick it up a notch because it has great spice, great texture. Man, I could eat one of these a day, like no problem. Sunday to Monday. So I've been brought some cocktails here because this is a full-on restaurant. Come in and enjoy. This is called a Babel Khanasha. Love it. All about this. I'm excited to dive into the egg PAPLET. PAPLET usually is a fish dish, but essentially Anup figured the presentation was similar to how you present a fish. And so even though there's no fish in it, it does use the name. And this is an omelet that is stuffed with other egg and covered in a gravy. And it has a really, really lovely texture. Like, you kind of have the nice omelet kind of texture on the outside, and then inside, it's just filled with bits of boiled egg. Lovely. But this gravy is absolutely bananas. What I love about the gravy is that it has kind of the spices in it, but then it also has ginger, the minced up garlic, the chilies and the coriander, right? And mint. So not only is it a very interesting omelet, it comes with an extremely unique sauce, and together, it's just absolutely insane. All right, finally we're going to the LAHORI. We saw this being made. It's an emulsion, almost an emulsified sauce of egg yolk, hard-boiled egg, fried egg, topped with a gravy. Eggs on eggs on eggs. I have to think about this one. Let me think here. I just want Anup to sweat, you know? Sit there, what does he think? Normally he eats it and then says exactly what he thinks, but this time, this place is called like EggMania and it focuses on eggs. But I think in actuality, the secret is the sauce. The sauces are unbelievably good. Really, really fresh, really vibrant, perfect level of spice. Sure, everything has eggs, and that's kind of a uniting thing, but what really makes this special is these gravies, these sauces. They're all unique, and they're all so yummy. Dang, man. The free bread is gonna be choice here because you need to sop up like every bit of this sauce. It's really wild, right? You think about like buttered toast with eggs, and this has that in it. It literally has buttered toast with eggs in it, but then there's so much more complexity on top of it. It really like takes something familiar and brings it to a place that you didn't know that could go. This place is really unique. I don't really think you can get food like this anyplace else. It's so worth seeking out. Like every dish is bomb. Like my mind is blown. I had high expectations and my expectations have been overwhelmed. All right, so let's recap. We just went over to EggMania. We're here on Oak Tree Road. Drove down a little bit to Oak Tree Plaza and found a little place called Mythos. Food for every mood. That was gonna be the tagline of my show. But then I realized I only have one mood. Delighted. What I got here are some chom chom. Chom chom is all cottage cheese treats, all flavored with different things, and this one is saffron. Wow, that was an experience. Don't taste any saffron, maybe I got things wrong. I might have gotten this totally fucked. But this is yummy, dude. This kind of reminds me of the inside of a cannoli. Anyway, beautiful day in Iselin. Went out to EggMania, met up with Anup. You could tell Anup is really proud of his creations. I also like, I got to hang out in the kitchen a bit. They're talking Gujarati back and forth, they're talking Hindi back and forth. Like, India is just such a multifaceted culture. And I'm really drawn to it. I'm really interested by it. And I'm really interested in outliers like Anup who say, nobody's doing an egg restaurant with Indian cuisine. I'm gonna do it. Creative, interesting. It has that basis of flavor from India, but it's unlike anything you've ever tasted. What else is there to say? This has been Eating with Robert. And my name is Rob. I will see you next time. Chom chom. What's for dinner? Let's go.